Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark
Evening Sky here in Malate, Manila. That's the venue. Rocking the NAS PBA Commissioner's Cup action here. Second game ng ating doubleheader on the PBA Tuesday schedule. See the Beermen, naghahanda na, makipagbakbakan. At mukhang mapapalaban sila dahil alam naman natin, matindi ang kuryente ng Meralco Bolts. And Meralco has a good record. They're at the 4th place solo at 5-2. Itong SMB naman nasa 8th place, looking to move up at 4-5, struggling some of their games. And after a fall, what do? You get up. Yan ang nangyari sa huling mga laban nila. They fell. May pagkatalo itong dalawang koponan. Pero gusto nang bumawi. Nakatayo sila ngayon. Pero at the end of this game, may isa na naman babagsak sa ating standings. We're gonna find out after 48 minutes of action. I'm Charlie Cuna together with Dominic Uy. And here you go. After the fall, let's see what's gonna happen, Dom. Ano tingin mo rito?
O, tingnan natin itong dalawang koponan. Alam naman natin, both teams with a lot of pride. Itong San Miguel Beermen coming off 2 straight championships. They want to be able to get back into that championship. Pero at a 4-5 standing right now, medyo looking a little bit bleak. But you know also that San Miguel doesn't necessarily start out strong. So tingnan natin yung ating team standings. Nasaan nga ba talaga sila? The Meralco Bolts, a good start, 5-2, but coming off a tough loss against the NLEX Road Warriors. Ito namang San Miguel, 4-5. They have 3 more games, including this one. So the best record that they can get is 7-5. Meralco, on the other hand, they've got 5 more games, including this one. They could end up, at best, at 10-2.
Yun na nga, imagine makakasampung panalo kung sakasakaling tuloy-tuloy ang kanilang pagkapanalo. But nabanggit mo na nga, partner, nabigo sila sa huling laban nila. Na LJ sila at the end of the game.
Masakit yun, and all the way in Montalban, so medyo mahaba pa yung biyahe nila pa uwi. Yeah? But you gotta give it to the NLEX Road Warriors. They set up display and then knocking down that 3, itong si LJ Gonzalez. You like how Robert Bolling gave that up. That was an overtime victory. Obviously, Meralco not happy with that, but makikita natin sa numbers ano ba nangyari. Right? You look at the field goals. Ito ang biggest one. Yung lamang, yung Meralco lamang almost all throughout that ball game. The biggest lead was 17 points. Pero in the 4th quarter and overtime, 40 points ang binigay nila sa Road Warriors. 25 lang ang na-score ng Bolts.
Ngayon na nga, di ba yung 3 points na lamang nila, yun sa dulo nga, yun nangyari yun, di ba? Pero pag-usapan natin itong reinforcement ng Meralco. Marvin Jones, you know, he's been some sort of an enigma because you're not sure what you're getting from game to game. There are times he looks really spectacular. But in that game against NLEX, the numbers are good. But look at the shooting percentage.
Mababa yung kanilang field goal percentage. 5 of 16 only for Marvin Jones. Free throws, very good. Rebounds, good. 25 points. You know, that's pretty much par for the course para kay Marvin Jones. Para maganda dito, he's a leader for this team. But if they want to get and make this move, a push, a good push going into the next round, Meralco has to win at least 3 of their 5 games to assure themselves of a quarterfinal slot.
And they need to push hard because there's a guy in the other team, he's Benny Botroy. There's another guy, his name's Junmar Fajardo. So you have to push hard. And San Miguel, though, didn't push hard enough. Blackwater ang nanulak sa huling game nila.
Blackwater played really well in that ball game. 5 of 9 from that 4-point area. And look at the free throws. Ito ang naging problema ng San Miguel. They gave up a lot of free throws. They gave up 32 free throws. Blackwater scoring 23 of them. Ito yung bench points. Blackwater coming up big. 4 or 5 guys coming in double digits. And that was the big problem for the San Miguel Beermen. And then 49 points from the perimeter because of their import largely para din sa Blackwater.
So let's see if San Miguel can bounce back. We know the kind of championship caliber that they have. We'll throw it to Jay De La Cruz. He's the venue announcer here at the NAS gabing ito. He's going to call up the starting five for coaches Leo Austria, Luigi Trillo, and Nenad Bucinich on the other side.
Features of Meralco Bulls versus the San Miguel Beermen. Well, let us now meet the starters first for the Meralco Bulls. Point guard from Pangasinan, number 5, Jason Brickman. Shooting guard from Valenzuela City, number 71, CJ Cancino. Small forward from Pidiki, Locos Norte, number 11, Chris Newsom. Power forward from Cavite City, number 7, Cliff Hodge. And at center, it's Bulls reinforcement, number 3, Marvin Jones. Coaching the Bulls is Luigi Trillo. It is now time to meet the starters for the San Miguel Beermen. Point guard from Ibaan, Batangas, number 33, Wami Johnson. Shooting guard from Bautista, Pangasinan, number 77, CJ Perez. Small forward from Santiago, Ilocos Sur, number 13, Marshall Listener. Power forward is the Beermen's reinforcement, number 25, Benny Bookright. And at center from Pinambuahan, Cebu, number 15, Junmar Fajardo. Coaching the Beermen is Leo Austria. Game officials are Peter Balao, Jerry Nalandan, Carlo Vergara, and Jun Lusono.
These are the officials. It's Peter Balao, the crew chief, Jerry Narandan, Carlo Vergara, and Cheryl Solon. Starters for Meralco and San Miguel on your screens. And of course, you know, Benny Boatwright has been a late addition, but a welcome addition because you know he can do a lot of things.
They really wanted Boatwright from the beginning. Hindi lang siya available at the start.
He's gonna jump it up against Marvin Jones. You know, si Benny Boatwright, yung listing niya na, when he was measured when he first came here was 6'8" and change. 6'8" and 3/8. Pero nag-jump sila ni Marvin Jones, halos magka-height sila. Yung listing ni Marvin Jones, 7. Ano nangyari yun? Hindi mo talaga alam kung ano totoo sa mga measurement.
Napakasapatos eh.
Di ba? Oh, there you go. Immediately inside, and Cliff Hodge gets the nice feed from CJ Cancino for the first 2 points of the game.
Well, Meralco, it's actually, they're going to have a tough week this week. Right? They're playing today, they're playing Friday, and they're playing Sunday as well.
Sino mga kalaban, di ba?
Barangay Ginebra on Friday, and then Blackwater naman on Sunday para dito sa Meralco Bulls. San Miguel Beermen, after this game, it's going to be quite a long break. May 6 next Wednesday pa sila. And then May 9 Saturday against Phoenix.
2 miscues for Meralco in a row. First, a botched shot which cost CJ Cancino a second assist. Si Newsom ang nagbintis biglang ngayon. Pasa ni Newsom papunta kay Cancino off target. Di nahawakan ng maigi. And now San Miguel another chance to score for the first time. There's Junmar. The import is guarding him. Why does the import look so small beside Junmar Fajardo? Ang lapad talaga ni Junmar eh.
Oo. Pero si Junmar, nung nakalaban nila yung Blackwater, parang elite rin niya bigla.
Ibang level naman yun.
Iba rin
There
si
are
Robert
levels
Upshaw.
to this, Dom.
Yes.
Okay, and I think Upshaw is in a level by himself. That's a 3 from Jones. And he knocks it in.
Alam mo yun, si Marvin Jones, simple lang. Pero right, he rebounds, he shoots from the outside, can post up. You know, and he makes his team better, and that's why they like this import.
So I really believe a lot of these imports coming in nowadays, Dom, hindi talaga sila sanay maging main man sa kanilang mga component. That's why Marvin Jones seems to be a great complementary player. He's just growing into his role now as a 2015 type of guy, diba? And there's Newsom tracking down the loose ball. 5-2 is the score. Meralco looking to extend. He goes around the corner, kicks it over to Jones. He'll try again. Not this time. And Newsom gets the board. It's tipped away by Boatwright. He gets it over to Jason. Swings it to CJ. 3 on the way. There you go. Normal, standard player for Cancino.
And standard also for Brickman.
Yeah.
Diba? He made the defense commit to him first. Nag-fake shot siya. And then pinasa dito kay CJ Cancino.
What a welcome addition Brickman has been.
Oh, wow.
Veteran players.
Tsaka inantay nila yan.
Yes.
Right?
He's a bit small, so on defense they shoot over him. Marshall just couldn't hit the shot.
Well, defensively, that's the thing because he is smaller, but offensively, such a great addition. Especially takes away a lot of the load dito kay Chris Newsom.
And Newsom, just as you mentioned his name, shoves the 3 into the basket as well. So they've got 3 threes already. 9 of their 11 from Rainbow Country. It's a 9-point spread. The timeout is brought to us by Solero Online. Play the game your way on Solero Online Sportsbook.
You have to understand this, guys. On our office, guys, Gilbert, the main reason that this single coverage, you had to attack your man. All of our shots is no. It's not a good shot, guys. We have to set up the play. Okay? If on transition, there's no primary, secondary. What did I tell you guys? It is a high-low. Okay, now, guys. And keep on splitting back. Now, it's all pick and roll. Okay?
We are back and you're still watching the 50th season of the PBA Commissioner's Cup. This is Meralco versus SMB, and looking at Meralco, rest and recovery ang kanilang naging priority during their long break. Pero kahit na mahaba nga ang naging pahinga nila, ang ayaw ni Coach Sandro Soriano malimutan ay ang aral na nakuha nila kontra NLEX. Ika nga ni Coach Sandro Soriano, our offense dried up and we weren't able to defend the paint. And this lesson is even more relevant against San Miguel, who currently leads the league for points in the paint. As Coach Sandro says, we need to force tough shots today, push Junmar out, and contain Benny too. We have our hands full and we need to find a way even without Raymond Almazan, who is out due to a sore knee. Back to you.
Salamat, Eileen. Nice to see you on the monitor. Busy yan si Eileen. Kanina pa yan sa unang laro. Dito sa
Hardest working ba? Araw-araw
today,
trabaho.
working harder than we are. But that's a guy who's working hard. Marvin Jones gets the offensive rebound and the putback.
And if you notice, Charlie, dun sa schedules ng ating mga teams, meron din silang, they'll play consecutive games and then meron mahaba-habang break to be able to rest and recover, which is what the priority was para din sa Meralco Bulls. On the other hand, for San Miguel, because their longer break was towards the start of the conference, because late na sila natapos, because champion sila in the previous conference, ito na yung final push na kinakailangan nila.
Sunod-sunod. Itong Meralco 11-day rest, kaya mukhang rejuvenated talaga ito si Marvin Jones after a tough shooting night. On the drive, Cancino hits the shot, but referee Balao says not counted yan after the foul already. So, watch this. Yun yung mintis ni Cancino, but Jones comes down and immediately, boom, power dribble. And then,
two-handed slam.
yeah, he's got a dunk and a couple of three-pointers, one three-pointer rather. Brickman to the hoop.
Charlie,
Softly
even
off the
after
glass.
that timeout, that's a 4-0
Yeah.
run still by Meralco.
Parang nakatulong sa Meralco yung
Oo.
timeout na tinawag ni Coach Leo. Tuloy-tuloy ang momentum. Wami dancing with Brickman. Nakalampas. Sabay kick. Nabasa ni Cancino yan. One of the best at that. Hindi na umabol. Oh! Hindi! Buti na lang nag-trailer job. Si Cliff Hodge kay CJ.
Nagdalawang isip si
Yeah.
CJ Cancino kung ilalayap pa niya o idadunk pa niya.
Nakita niya si Boatwright bigla sa likod
Oo.
niya. Kaya medyo... Well, it happens to the best of them, but there was the putback from Cliff Hodge. That's going to be a block. Marvin Jones swatting that one away. Ganda ng timing. Brings the ball, the bounce. Hodge back to back. That's a 19-2 score right now, partner. What a way to start the quarter.
And Coach Leo, it's just a matter of time before he's going to be forced to call another timeout. Pero itong San Miguel, they need to be able to get something going.
Alam mo, itong problema eh. Last game against Blackwater, which San Miguel lost.
Yeah.
Ganito yung umpisa eh.
Yes.
House on fire ng Blackwater. Tapos humabol ng San Miguel in the second half, kinapos lang. You don't want to go down early, big, because it takes a lot of effort to come back. The kick to Cancino, another one. Wanted to go glass, not that time. And then that's a foul from Hodge. Pagod na rin. Sumesenyas na rin ang sub partner. Coach, sabi na kay
Kasi
Luigi.
takbo din siya ng takbo eh.
Kaya naman ang laro ni Cliff Hodge. That's the only way he knows how to play. Hindi yata marunong mag-pacing yan.
I really like the addition of JV Mocon dito sa Meralco. Parang he just fit right into the system. And makita mo yung palitan ng tao. Right na pinapalit niya si Cliff Hodge. They play somewhat similar. There are similarities that they do. They play bigger than their height, than they really are.
He's always a warm body, ready. Field goals natin. 1 out of 10 lamang ang San Miguel compared to the 8 of 13 ng Meralco. Both right forces it up, no go. Now 2 offensive boards. Clock still ticking. It's a 10. Mo trying to back down Bates. And he gets it to go.
If you're Mo Taudua, you want to be able to take advantage there down low.
Yeah, Brandon Bates needs to muscle up against Mo Taudua. You know how strong Mo is. Drive from Brickman and lalim masyado. And ito na naman ang San Miguel. You know how quickly San Miguel can get down as well.
Oh, this team can just explode, right? The 40-point quarter is something that is quite easy for the Beermen.
There you go. Cuts the lead down to 12, just like that. Quick 5 points para sa Beermen. Just about halfway through quarter 1. Newsom, spacing, medyo masama. Nagpapanggaan sila ni Bates. Pero
nakawala.
Yun na nga. Nabasa ni Chris Newsom. That's, you know, the years have gone on, Newsom has just become, he was a smart player to begin with, but he's just become better and better.
He's learned how so well to use that pick and roll.
Yung read niya ng mga sitwasyon, no? Galing talaga. There's a drive from CJ. He gets the basket to go. No Marvin Jones to swat that one away.
Just looks so nice and so easy for CJ Perez.
Kung walang almazan sa panig ng Meralco gaya na sinabi ni Aileen, wala namang bronjal yata. Oh no, ready pala siya.
Yes.
He's ready. I thought
Si
he was
Teng
out.
wala pa rin.
Yeah, it's Teng was out. Bronjal pala, naka-leggings yung what do you call that? Compression long pants.
Yes.
Diba? Alam mo, nakabaong eh. Here's Benny B. Wala pa rin mula sa labas si Benny Boatwright. He'll try again, bring it closer a little bit, and they're gonna call a push on JV Mocon.
Pinipisikal talaga sila ni JV Mocon, and you like how Mocon, even if he's giving up a lot of height against Benny Boatwright, he is trying and giving it his best.
Chris Ross and Jericho Cruz coming in para palitan yung backcourt. Chongson and Lassiter are gonna sit down for a bit. Aileen, anong makikwento mo sa amin?
Charlie and Dom, saktong-sakto tong balita dahil ika nga ni Coach Leo Austria, patuloy pa rin daw ang struggles ng SMB according to him because they can't seem to get over their slow start. Ika nga ni Coach Leo, wala kaming sense of urgency kasi tingin namin kaya naming manalo palagi. But we need to change that mindset. He wants that reflected early on today because he believes ang nagbibigay ng kumpiyansa ay ang kanilang good starts. The good news is that Tron Troliano will be back today, so with more energy, guys, on the floor, he's hoping na mas mapaganda pa ang kanilang opensa. As he says, perimeter shooting has been our weak point. We need better execution. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks a lot. And exactly while Aileen was saying Don Troliano, I was scanning the bench looking for Don Troliano. At yun na nga, nag-warm up siya ng konti, stretching. And,
Charlie, alam mo mabigat kasi. Alam mo malakas kayo. Alam mo madami kang paghuhugutan ng puntos. So, kahit malamangan ka, parang you don't panic. So, there's pros and cons to it. And Coach Leo now understanding, you know, 4 and 5 yung kanilang kartada. Hindi pwede yung ganun parate kasi napakahirap.
And that's a turnover as Cancino couldn't contain that ball at the corner. So it's heading back San Miguel's way. And, you know, San Miguel, I think, is righting the ship already. It's down to 10, and they're already in double digits finally.
Well, San Miguel, for a team that has a lot of shooters, only averages 34.56 points from the perimeter, 11 the league.
I think they could be better there with a couple of shooters like Chongson, Lassiter, CJ. Mocon on the break, home reverse para maiwasan si Boatwright.
This is something that San Miguel is not really good at, getting down defensively and preventing the fast break.
Pero di ba, pag malakas na team mo, you have a sense of complacency sometimes.
Yes.
And that's true. So, aminado naman si Coach na ganun na yun. But look at Boatwright fighting for the putback. Keeping in step, keeping it down to a 10-point lead. Brickman takes the 3, down to Mocon. Mocon against Ross. Mocon kicks to Cancino. He'll never be shy to take a shot like that. Ganun ka-open. CJ Cancino money.
That was really good ball movement by the Meralco Bolts. Finding the open men. That's assist number 7 para sa Meralco.
Compared to just 1 para sa Beermen. So moving that ball around, finding open guys, always is a good strategy to win a game. CJ, atake na naman. Kumilalim sa depensa ni Cancino. He's got 6 points, quick ones. That's an 11-point lead, and now it's Meralco that calls a timeout with 3:34 to go. And the timeout is brought to us by Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook. Penny Bolt right on your screens. They're trying to come back down 11 at this juncture, but Meralco went off to a great start. San Miguel now just steadying itself, but let's see what happens coming off of this Meralco timeout.
Basically, Charlie, all the statistics lamang itong Meralco. Assists, they're doing really well in terms of the assists, 7-1. And points in the paint, 14-10. And perimeter points, 12-3. Yun yung sinabi ni Aileen kanina na nagiging problema nitong San Miguel Beermen is their perimeter points.
Missed 4-point shot from Cancino. Looked good, but then just a bit too strong. Taltua will try a three. And that's good for Bo. Down to 8 ang lamang ng Meralco. 3 minutes and 3 remaining sa first quarter. 5 na para kay Big Bo.
Pag sa dami-dami ng sinabi nating pangalan doon sa perimeter points, hindi naman natin sila masimutaw tuwan. Pero sa inang nasud.
That's a miss from Cancino. 2 in a row para sa kanya. And that's going to cost Meralco if San Miguel can score here. Benny. Now he'll drive. Shove Marvin out of the way. Get it to go.
Just using his strength there. Yun ang maganda dito kay Boatwright. He can put the ball on the floor. He can shoot from the outside. And he's very familiar with the San Miguel Beermen.
3 from Aaron Black. It pops out. That was halfway down.
Yep.
Ito na si Perez. Closing the gap itong San Miguel Beermen. Perez, the lane is open. Easy layup for CJ.
That's just too easy that time for CJ Perez. He's got 8 points in the game.
Sabi natin, just like that, San Miguel can come back.
Yep.
It's a one-possession game. Chris Banquero.
Pero alam din naman ng Meralco na hindi basta-basta lang ang San Miguel na ganyan.
No roll from Jones. Here's Black. Atake. Challenge upstairs. Cliff Hodge kept with the layup in. Thought it was an easy one. Nothing's easy. Benny for 4 to tie it. Way off ang tira niya. Cancino was way ahead. Hindi binato forward ni Marvin Jones. So Black says, come on, let's set it up. Now it's Banquero, balik kay Aaron. Lane is open. That's a bump. No foul. He goes up. Layup. Cannot fall for Black twice. Ganun ang tira niya.
In and out.
CJ na naman. Sabay. Black saves it. There's a tap from Hodge to Jones to secure the possession.
Smart play
Yep.
by Cliff Hodge.
Very, very. Chris Banquero. Tumitindi rin ang depensa ng San Miguel. The one-hander layup doesn't drop for Banquero. Up ahead to Jericho. Aaron will challenge. It's down to 2. You know, we might be tied at the end of the first after all of that action. Maybe lumang pa ng San Miguel.
Grabe, laki na ng lamang kanina ng Meralco eh.
Oh, Cruz and Marvin Jones. And you know Jericho Cruz, he just loves to get into these things. You know, he
Never
lives.
afraid.
He lives to do that. Some extra motions, and the referees are going to review it now. Ano ba nangyari? Yun, no? Yun yung sinasabi ni Marvin Jones, parang may tuhod sa likod. And indeed, there was a little bit of that. Might have been momentum. So referees Narandan and Vergara stepped in right away. So Marvin Jones
Foul
right in front of
number
us.
77,
And he's talking
CJ
right in front of us,
Perez.
telling his
That's the
teammates to
first
cool
team
down
foul
and just
of the
relax.
Beermen.
And I think they're telling him to go in.
Substitutions.
Because that's one thing you don't want to get into with San Miguel. Get into mind games with them, and because they've got a lot of guys that do that really well. You got Chris Ross, you got Jericho Cruz. But these guys are masters of that.
Yep. Ganun talaga. Jones hands it up to Aaron. Don T has come into the game. That's Trollano. Bonquito as well. Di ba nakascore ang Meralco in 3:24 and counting, and he steps out of bounds as well. Oh, it's going to be a foul on Mo Tautua rather. So 3:25 thereabouts. Hindi nakascore to Meralco. Napakto sila, partner. And the crowd reacting to the demonstrations na ginagawa ng mga players. There's Coach Leo Oftria on your screens. You saw Peter Martin, George Gallant, Ato Agustin, and the most assistant coaches in the PBA right there on the San Miguel bench. Watch this. Ito yung sinasabing foul. Yun.
That push.
May konting
May
tulak
konti,
naman
konti.
talaga. So, it's not a bad call. I mean, may have looked like it
Ang
was.
tanong kasi parati dyan is kung dun sa kabila, kung ganun din ang tinatawag. Right?
Just wanted the
Yan naman
uniform.
parati ang ano eh. Yan ang parating argument ng mga referees.
Correct. Finally,
Rather
gumalaw
ng
na.
mga coaches sa referees.
Lahat ng nasa floor, lagi may argument yan. Diba?
Lahat nga yan, abogado eh.
Oo nga. Medyo. Mga advocate na lahat yan. Donty to Benny B. Takes the J. No go. Oh, almost bounced in. 5. Let's see what Aaron has planned. Hezi, sabay atake, off the glass. Love to do that, but unsuccessful there. Meralco hangs on. Ang big ng Meralco kanina, malaki na lamang nila eh. Double digits. Problema, habol agad itong San Miguel.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ako sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
On May 1, first come, first serve ng mga manggagawang Pilipino sa Smart Araneta. You get a free ticket, you can watch the games, and it's a nice pair of games we have on Friday. So go over there to Smart Araneta sa Biyernes. Yan ang mga laban. Bol, Dicky III, Brownlee, Marvin Jones, and the rest of their teams. Cool doubleheader on a holiday. So troop over down there. In the meantime, the action right now, second quarter is about to begin. It's a 4-point lead for Meralco, 28-24. If you just joined us, I'm Charlie Cuna, and beside me is Dominic Uy. At si Eileen Shi naman ang mag-report from courtside. San Miguel with a chance to close the gap immediately sa pag-umpisa ng ating second quarter. Don Trollano against Bonquito. Very similar types of players itong dalawa. The drive from Jericho. It's missed, but Trollano catches the top. He couldn't Robert Ori it, so...
No, Charlie, that towards the end of that first quarter, last 4 minutes, makapuntos itong Meralco. So you gotta credit that defense of the San Miguel Beermen towards the end. Yung puntos na lang nila nagaling sa free throws ni Marvin Jones.
And if you just joined us here to start this second quarter, may 17-point lead ang Meralco in the first, 19-2. Eh, biglang umataw itong San Miguel, kaya naman ganito na lang ang score ngayon. Hodge going to Bong. Bong in the lane. Who drops it over to Cliff. Upstairs to Banquero. Now it's Cliff. He'll hook it up in a, not in. Gets it right back, but he
That's going to be number 2 on Hodge.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul shoving Big Mo out of the way. Nahuli ni referee Solon.
Substitution. Got squad for Hodge.
Grabe talaga ngayon, ano? Kukulay ng mga sapatos.
Exactly. Napansin ko nga eh. Tsaka iba-iba na talaga.
Oo. Tsaka pwedeng yung kaliwa at yung kanan magkaiba.
Oo, ganun na nga ginagawa eh. Ganun yung style ng maraming player ngayon.
At pair yun, ha?
Yeah.
It's really made like that.
Ganun talaga.
Oh.
Akala ko naman they buy two
pairs.
colorways and then they mix and match. So right now on the floor, since you mentioned it already, of course we got a little white. There's some blue, but there's some ube, there's mustard,
Yes.
there's neon yellow. Diba? Ano ba itong kulay nung kay Yung kay Junmar, medyo ano ba yan?
Pink.
Hindi nga eh.
Diba?
Parang hindi ko alam. Basta magulo. Yan ang rainbow
Old Rose.
Yan ang
Pwedeng
rainbow
Old Rose.
country ngayon, yung mga sapatos nila, di ba? Marvin Jones, nakaisa na yan. Hindi niya magawang dalawa. San Miguel down by 2. Chance the tire, take the lead for the Beermen. Jericho stops, pops, and gets it. Tabla na.
You gotta love how Jericho Bruce also uses that pick and roll. Paglabas na pagkadaan niya dun sa pick, makikita mo tumitingin talaga sila sa kanan, sa kaliwa, just trying to assess the situation even more.
You know, it's almost unfair when everyone's clicking on San Miguel. It's practically an all-star team, Don.
Yep.
And you know, anybody. Look at the guys on the floor right now. I mean, the caliber of players, and that's not even like the strongest 5 that they can put in. Four-pointer kung pumasok. Aba! Doesn't do it often. But Chris Ross knocks that one down. They dared him, and he made a fake.
Well, you look at the San Miguel Beermen, what they've done really through the years is try to strengthen each and every position. And not just 2 deep, but even 3 deep.
No question about that. Montroliano takes the contact, no go. That's a nice leap from Aaron Black to get that rebound. And are they going to call a foul on Kyle Pascual? Yeah. Trying to clear Junmar out of the way. Ito yung tira ni Chris Ross, no doubt about it. That's a 4-pointer. His foot was clearly behind the line. And what do you have to say about that, Eileen?
Charlie and Dom, given the 19-2 slow start, ang hinihingi ni Coach Leo Austria in the latest huddle is to make sure they value each possession. Ika nga niya, you have to be in the right spots to set up a play dahil doon pa lang nahuhuli na daw sila. And for the Balls, Coach Nenad Vucinic just shrugged off the missed layup saying, don't rush your shots. Good ball movement was the key to our early offensive production, so we need to get back to that while getting the bigs more involved. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks a lot, Eileen. Let's see if they can do that. There's Jericho Cruz missing on that turnaround.
Key point dun sa sinabi ni Eileen and the reminder of Coach Leo Austria is them to be able to get to their spots quicker. Tinabi. Si Bautautua.
That's right. You know, the initial bump, of course, he hesitated, maybe anticipating a whistle. It never came, so he just slammed it through. Second dunk para kay Marvin Jones. 11 points na, double digits na si Marvin. Mo has 1-3. Doesn't take it this time. Will drive, finish, and has a chance for a 3-point play. The reach in from Bong Quinto, I believe.
Check out this move of Marvin Jones. Hindi mo akalain na ganyan siya kalakas. Bautautua got out of the way and tried to make a swipe.
You know, I mean, you have Robert Upshaw with Blackwater, who's the biggest import we've had
By far.
maybe forever, I mean, ever. But you've got some tall guys. Nipis sa mga katawan. Marvin Jones, the guy in Magnolia, Clint Chapman,
Yep.
diba? Maninipis, Kyler Kelly was the same way, but he's gone. Diba? Napalitan na siya. Meron yung mga 7-footer natin, hindi massive eh, pero of course they can jam it like that. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Ang bilis naman, tumalon. And just going to the open spot, that's very important, right? You can look at how Meralco is moving right now. Just may security talaga sila eh.
Cruz, her way out. No go na una sa bola si Bates. Banquero's pushing, but it's all white shirts. Is he gonna finish? Bit in! Bates, offensive board, kept it alive. Quinto. He's up against Rosales, who's checked in. Quinto will attack, feel the contact, and pretend that he was taking a shot. So, and he sells it. Referee Solon says 2 shots. Ito yun. So these guys got 3 dunks already. Pero San Miguel pa rin ang lamang. These free throws could put them over the top. Bong Quinto, a second-round draft pick of Meralco many years ago. He's been with them ever since.
And the beauty of Bong Quinto, Charlie, is ever since he got to Meralco, di ba nakakuha niya yung starting position, hindi niya na binitawan.
Well, he's been there even those championship runs. They've been in the finals a few times. They finally won one. Quinto and Cliff Hodge are yung mga Meralco lifers. So far, sa kanilang
Bibihira ka makakita ng ganyan, ano? O Jumar Fajardo, obviously, for the San Miguel Beermen.
Yeah, the rest of the guys, those guys were brought in from other teams. It's Jumar who's been there from the get-go. Benny. Oh, they're gonna call the hold.
He held on with that right hand.
Yeah. Okay na yung depensa niya prior to that. I don't know why he reached around. Grabbed him by the hip. First personal on Marvin Jones.
Pero 5 na ang team fouls itong Meralco.
Aga, 7:51 pa yan, partner. Baka mag-free throw spree itong San Miguel Beer. This might be a long second period. Another miss from both right. Banquero battling for the board but lofted. Rosales jacks up a 3. That's off the glass. Of course, you'd say he meant it. Diba?
Doesn't matter.
Yep, doesn't matter. 3 points for him. That's a bump from Don Troliano. Foul yan, downstairs. Side court inbound para sa Meralco. Pangatlong per team foul lamang yan para sa San Miguel. Oh, second. Is that what they're saying? Oh, third. Aaron. Can't get it. Falls into Bates' hands.
Di pa nakakapunto si Aaron Black, and he's been taking good shots.
Half to Quinto to the corner. Jones. 3 on the way. 2-stroke. Brandon Bates again. That's what he needs to do. You don't need Brandon Bates to be scoring. He needed the rebound and block some shots. Marvin Jones lost his footing. Got manhandled. He's not complaining, but he's running back slowly. So both right will have this. No, I said easy. No. Brandon Bates is challenging him. I don't know. There might have been some arm there. Nenad is complaining. You know what
he's complaining na walang foul yung kabila.
Yung kay Jones. That's exactly what he's doing. We can read minds here at the panel. So watch that 3-pointer off the glass brought to us by Arena Plus Sports. But Chris Rosales ay nakapukol na. And Benny Boatwright misses the first free throw.
He's only got 4 points.
Meralco saying, see? We told you there was no foul. That's a block clean. The second one, a lot of ball upstairs. Might have gotten the right arm.
Or the body a little bit.
Oh, but he missed them both. So, nasabihin ng Meralco, ball don't lie, ref. Still up by 2 are the Beermen. 6:45 to go. First half ang ating aksyon dito sa Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Banquero spins around. Goes to Black. He's been missing. Can he finally make one? Still no. Bates fighting. Quinto gets it. He puts that one in, and that was made possible by Brandon Bates.
Yes, and he's gotten, what, 2 or 3 offensive rebounds already. Actively working those boards.
This is how we thought the game would go. Yung 19-2 fluke yun at the start, but San Miguel and Meralco, these are 2 championship teams. And so you know they were going to go at it. That's going to be free throws sapagkat pasok na nga sa penalty kanina pa. Minute and a half ago, nasa penalty ng Meralco. Ikaw daw, matagal na tayo nagko-cover dito. Si Junmar Fajardo eh. Do you see any signs of slowing down? I mean, maybe slowing down literally mas mabagal siya ng konti ngayon kaysa 10 years ago. Pero,
not really. Not really. Still the best big man in the PBA.
Diba?
Diba?
By far? Diba? Parang walang ganun eh. Walang ganyan ang laro eh.
Alam mo maganda kay Junmar kasi he's dedicated his life to basketball. Diba walang ibang distractions. It's all basketball.
40-38. Balik sa lamang itong San Miguel Beer. Meralco now playing catch up after leading big. Quinto. Brickman back in the ball game. Down to 7 to shoot. Brickman dancing around. The shove to Newsom, who takes a 4. Off the glass. Taking a cue from Chris Rosales. Chris Newsom says, Tokayo, I can do it too. Up by 2 on Meralco with that awesome 4-pointer from Chris Newsom. Leading into this timeout brought to us by Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook.
Then, fight over. But if it is too bad, pwede kayo mo go through. Go through. Go dito, hedge. And then check. Nothing, okay? Now, let's run this. Let's play. Okay? Okay? I use that.
Chris Newsom just hit a 4-pointer to give his team a 2-point lead. Ito yung numero niya, Dom, sa huling laban nila against NLEX, 19 with 6 assists. But
Big
that's the
game.
type of player he's been, you know. That's what he's been for Meralco for many years.
The good thing though about the lineup now of Meralco, hindi mo na kailangan every game ganyan kalaki yung mga numero nito si Chris Newsom. So you kind of preserve him till you get to the playoffs.
They force that stop coming off the timeout. Dom now with a chance to expand this 2-point lead. Marvin Jones. Here's Brickman. Brickman, he's doubled. All the way across to Newsom for 3 this time. That rolls off. Nice box out from Junmar Fajardo. You can't get around it. Once he's in front of you, posible na ikutan to si Junmar. Both right, nice setup. Can he finally get one? Ayaw pa rin. I don't think he likes this arena for some reason.
Oh, parang hindi siya nakashoot dito. Might be different the second half. But you look at the San Miguel Beermen shooting a lot better from the perimeter in the second quarter. A 4-point shot from Ross and a 3-point shot para dito kay Rosales.
Former Texas Southern Tiger, si Marvin Jones, has played here and there. It's going to be a side court inbound. Cancino's back in the game for Meralco. Maganda start ni CG. Nakailang baskets yan noong first quarter.
He had 6 points in that first quarter.
Brickman, the kick. Newsom felt the contact, put it up. He's going to take 2.
Pushing foul on number 77, CJ Perez. This is second foul.
Chris Newsom. Another one of those Meralco
Lifers.
guys. Yeah, lifers for now. Many-time national team player din ito si Chris Newsom.
Pero alam mo nung nag-national team siya, doon talaga parang it went to the next level yung laro niya. And when I say yung next level yung laro niya, not necessarily the shooting or the mindset. And then being the leader of the team.
Correct. Tsaka, you know, he's a converted point guard. You know, he wasn't naturally a point guard at the start, but now he really runs the show. CJ, no go. I like what Meralco's been trying to do. If you can't get the board, you tap into your teammate. Marvin Jones. Lit ng kalaban. CJ reaches in. Slap the arm. He cannot believe it. He wants to protest. He is protesting. And because penalty na rin ang San Miguel, free throw si Marvin Jones.
Nung first quarter, dalawa lang ang free throw ng Meralco, dalawa lang din ang free throw nitong San Miguel.
Parang naging mas agresibo yung magkabilang koponan.
Yeah.
Si Aileen, may kwento na naman para sa atin, Dom.
Charlie and Dom, whenever Marvin Jones steps on the court, iisa lang ang kanyang philosophy. Make sure his teammates shine on court. Ika nga niya, he makes it a point to play team basketball despite knowing that imports are the centerpieces of their respective teams this conference. Dagdag pa niya, how he does one thing is also how he does everything. Kaya ika nga ni Marvin, I'm not here to be a superstar. What I do in training, the way I demand my teammates to play the right way, the way we should play together is what I make sure I translate in the game. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Aileen.
Ganda palang ehemplo.
Well,
Marvin Jones.
that's a nice shot from both.
And that's why they're what, 5-2.
Nakita mo naman si Jones, he's very professional. Even his demeanor, yung tayo niya. Right now, they really need everything he can give because San Miguel is really waking up. But Newsom hits a 3 to expand this lead to 7.
Really good ball movement once again there by the Bulls.
And all that ball movement, really, if people don't take baskets, it becomes useless. So you have to, the guy at the end of all that passing needs to hit the shot. That's a kick.
At importante yun, yung how he does one thing is how he does everything. Right? So he gives it his all and he respects the game and his teammates.
There's the 3 from Chris Newsom. That's brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook. 14 to shoot for the Beermen. Boatwright comes out. Titira agad. Nice jumper. Still rolls out. Jump shot talaga yung kay Benny ngayon eh. Hodge left it for Brickman who almost lost it. Now it's with Newsom again. He could have taken it, but then Boatwright came out to meet him. Ito si Jones. Atake na naman. Layup this time. Guy came to play today.
Yeah.
He's got 17.
And that defense of San Miguel, though, you know, they're stopping after one move. The help is not coming for the Beermen.
It's a 13-2 run for the Bolts. Marshall's out of the picture. Comes back in as Boatwright is against Hodge. That's way too high for Jericho Cruz.
He's struggling. Itong si Benny Boatwright.
Meralco calls the timeout up by 9. 2:42 to go in the half. The timeout brought to us by Solera Online. Play the game your way on Solera Online Sportsbook. Benny Boatwright struggling to shoot the ball in this game, but that last game here, he had 38 points. Only 3 3-pointers, kasi we know he's capable of more than that. 13 boards, 6 assists. So numbers-wise, very good, but they lost that game.
Diba dito din yung laro niya?
Yeah.
So, baka hindi lang niya gusto yung court dito sa kabila.
Sa kanan, kasi second half din yata siya bumanat nung last time. Oh, di mabigay ni Jones. 8 to shoot. They go to Brickman. He's open. Oh, he didn't take it. Cancino. He'll take it. No problem for CJ. Swabe-swabe yung score itong batang to, no? Parang under control, square to the basket.
Tsaka pag umakat, it's so graceful.
Benny. Against a much smaller player, but you know how tough Cliff Hodge can be dumepensa yan. Matindi. Inside to Junmar. Easy pickings for the super many times MVP. Minsan di mo na alam ko ilan eh.
Oo, 9.
Oo nga,
Diba? Itong si Benny Boatwright, 3 of 14 from the field.
Bagsak! Yung player ng San Miguel, hindi pumasok ang tres.
Chris Ross.
Still on the hard court. Mukhang natamaan. Puro sa may tenga. You know, in all this shifting of bodies and you're going left and right, and things like these can happen.
Yep.
They don't have to be intentional. Marvin Jones comes over to help him up. He felt he was elbowed. None of the referees saw it, and then nobody saw it. Because everybody's wondering ano ba nangyari.
He fell. And he fell quite hard.
Oh, now they're going to review it for a possible act of unsportsmanlike behavior. Really? Okay, let's check that again. Watch this. No, he ran into the shoulder of Marvin Jones. That's what happened there. Eh, bato-bato tong Marvin Jones.
Oo, matigas
Diba?
eh.
Yun nga problema. I don't know. Let's hear what the verdict is.
Patalas pa.
Upon review, the criteria for act of unsportsmanlike behavior was not met.
Yeah, so
Ball
it's
sanction.
incidental contact. Face to shoulder. Maskuladong shoulder. Hindi naman. Kaya naman ganun naging epekto. So Chris Ross gonna head to the bench. And, oh no, he's not. He's still in the game, rather. So now he's bringing up the ball for San Miguel Beer. And, you know, when you get Chris Ross angry, medyo parang the Hulk rin yan eh.
Oo.
Atake yan ang todo.
And he becomes aggressive defensively. Yun yung maganda dito kay Chris Ross.
So that's a sweet-looking jumper from Benny Boatwright. Against the smaller defender now, it's JV Mocon. 7-point lead for the Bolts. They go to Jones. Hand back to Newsom. Newsom kicks to Brickman. His first attempt. Ayaw talaga, nakakailang ganyan na yung Meralco, ha? Si Black, dalawang beses na yan kanina. Maalog.
But even with how hindi pa pulido yung laro nitong San Miguel, we're only down by 7.
Turnaround jumper. Back-to-back hoops for both right.
Well, he likes that matchup against Mocon because he's able to just shoot over Mocon.
Pag si JB naglalaro, di ba, sa Iniebra, si Justin Noybe, tawag nila. Malapit naman yung Noybe to. Mocon got it to go. Soft touch from JB. Baseline J on target. 29.5 seconds remaining in the quarter, or in the half. 30-second timeout called by the Beermen. Looking to close the gap bago matapos ang ating first half ng labanan. Here's Benny Boatwright. Turnaround J.
3 of 15 so far for Benny Boatwright. So you gotta credit yung depensa. 4 of 15 rather. Yung depensa nitong Meralco Bolts sa kanya.
There's the bounce mula kay JV Mocon. This is the PBA's 50th season. We are still playing. The 51st birthday ng PBA, partner. Pero 50th season pa rin ang nilalaro natin ngayon. Nalagpasan na yung April 9. Can't believe it's been a year since we had that celebration. Remember, we had the game at Rizal Memorial. And then we had Soler North get the gathering where lots of the greats, greats were there. Some awards were handed out. Mabilis talaga. Duwa ng panahon. Well, bagay, 50 years na ang PBA. Who would have thunk it na nandito na tayo sa puntong ito. Boatwright was doubled. Ross, then corner. And Cruz hit it. Not counted. 3 seconds. Ito si Junmar Fajardo. So, take away the 3 from Jericho Cruz. That's not going to count. 10.4. And Meralco now is going to have a chance to finish this quarter with a basket.
Well, yun yung kanina pang sinasabi ng Meralco na si Junmar Fajardo is staying, natawagan ng 3-second violation dapat dun sa ilalim. At that time, the referees caught Junmar in the shade lane.
Noong bang panahon mo, Doms, naglalaro kayo sa mga village court.
Yep.
Anong term nila pag nandun sa loob ng matagal? Shaded area.
Namamahay?
Nangingitlog.
Nangingitlog.
Oh, yun din, di ba? Yun din. Umabot ka doon, ha?
Oo.
Kaya generasyon talaga tayo.
Ang lamang lang naman sa atin si Magul. Diba?
Hindi ko lang kung lamang yun.
Lamang siya. Mas naunang pinanganak eh.
From the backcourt, they're coming. 10 seconds. Cancino, the right guy to try to create. But then, pinakamakulit na defender naman nakaharap sa kanya. So he challenges Ross. Locked it on the way up, gets it back. Basket at the buzzer. Might count. They're going to review it.
They're going to review
And
that.
that's what we're saying. Look at the composure of this guy when he's attacking on offense. He doesn't care if he gets blocked, he gets bumped, ball gets loose. He'll just go after it again.
He's young, right? He's got so much to learn. What I like about Cancino is, alala mo last conference, those last few plays.
That's iffy. Baka hindi counted yun.
Those last few plays were anchored on him. And they're giving him opportunity after opportunity to be able to be their next go-to guy.
So they head to the locker rooms already. They don't really care what the score is at the half. They got lots of things to talk about ng kabilang koponan. But we're going to hear the announcement here before we let you guys take a break as well. Medyo matagal ang review dahil napaka-close talaga nun. If we look at it, yan, no? Umilaw na ba? Umilaw na ba?
Parang hawak pa eh.
Hawak pa eh, no? Pwedeng not counted yon. Not counted,
No
sabi ni
basket.
referee. Ganda
Ladies
sana
and
ng
gentlemen,
recovery.
at the
But
end of
just a
the
little
first half, the
too
score
late
is 55
for
to
CJ
48
Cancino.
in
So
favor of the
55-48 is our halftime score. And we will be back.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams, 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams. One legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports?
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Half, Meralco led by 19 at one point early. San Miguel then took over. But then Meralco with a nice run at the end of that half to regain the lead, Don. But it's a nice game we're having right now here at NAS.
We thought it was going to be run away by Meralco, if you looked at the first 6 minutes. But also that San Miguel would always get back Once they started this, being able to score, yun na, tuloy-tuloy na itong San Miguel Beermen. You look at the assist though, Meralco moving that ball well, getting a lot of good shots, got good looks, turning it into points. 6 ang turnover nitong San Miguel, not so many, pero 3 lang para dito sa Meralco. Yan ang gusto natin i-point out. Bench points for San Miguel, guys coming into the game and helping their team to get back into this ball game, guys like Tautua and Chris Ross. Pero ito, ang malaking kulang pa nga ng San Miguel. Yung kanilang perimeter points, only 15 as compared to 23 for the Meralco Bolts.
And like we were talking about earlier, Marvin Jones really came to play today. He's got 17 to lead all scorers. Newsom backing him up with 14. Cancino with 8, Hodge with 6. Kabilang panig naman, Benny and Mo with 10 apiece. And then CJ and Chris Ross have theirs as well. But you know, you were mentioning yung assist lamang nga itong Meralco. 11 to 6. But remember, an early stat we had was 7 to 1 ang lamang ng Meralco. Since then, 5 to 4 lamang na yung San Miguel. Di ba? So talagang umangat ang laro ng San Miguel after that slow start. Marvin Jones, 3 dakdak na kanyang nagawa sa game na ito. 2 two-handed, 1 one-handed underneath. And, you know, he's shooting well, 6 of 9. That's 67, partner. Pwede yan. Kaya natin yung mga ganyan, porsyento. In 20 minutes of action.
Eh, ang big difference, si Marvin Jones ang ganda ng shooting, di ba? He's got 17 points. Si Benny Boatwright, he's got 10 points. Ang naging problema naman niya yung kanyang field goal shooting. Benny Boatwright, 5 of 16 so far.
Yeah, so that's poor shooting for a shooter. And obviously, you know, he's trying to refocus right now as he's hitting threes from the top of the key as we speak. But Meralco's on the court, they're ready to get the second half going. San Miguel still heading to the side. Earlier today, the Macau Black Knights got their second victory of the conference. They defeated Blackwater, which was importless. May injury kasi ito si Robert Upso, so he was dressed but didn't play. 123 to 119, and the guy who was adjudged best player again for Macau. Yep, si Jennings Leung, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Kaya ganun din yung numbers niya when they won their first game. Nanalo sila. Junmar immediately. They do this often in the second half. Unang play kay Junmar lagi.
Alam mo, yan ang favorite ni Coach Leo. Parang niya sinasabi, kailangan nyo, you gotta feed the beast. You gotta feed the Kraken. Because once you feed him, magko-collapse yung depensa, luluwag. Diba? Sisikip yung loob, luluwag yung labas, makakakuha ng better looks ang kanilang mga shooters.
Correct. And they have those shooters. JMF knocks it in. Let's hear from Eileen immediately after that halftime break.
Charlie and Dom, saktong-sakto nga ang diskusyon nyo dahil Benny Boatwright was called out during the halftime huddle dahil ika nga ni Coach Peter Martin, he was taking too many shots na hindi na daw umiikot ang bola. They're not so concerned with his limited production because they know they have another offensive weapon in Junmar Fajardo. Kaya naman for the second half, more touches from Junmar ang gusto nila makita, and also Mo, who they say have been a revelation so far. For the ball's intensity became the theme of their huddle as Coach Santos Soriano asked for more, especially when it comes to their post defense and their one-on-ones against Benny Boatwright. Back to you.
Salamat, Eileen. Had to change that. Good defense. Threw that one away. Last it to CJ. Inside to Junmar. Good position. Lost it momentarily, but that's... Wala na eh. Nakuha na yung position na yun. Yun na yun.
And they're consciously going to Junmar Fajardo. He only had 3 attempts in the first half.
Immediately, natapis na ng 4 yung 7-point lead. It's down to 3. Not even a minute gone by in this period. They go to CJ. CJ jumper. Can't put that one in. Up ahead to Junmar. He's running. But CJ's quicker. Now, nakuha pa rin ni Junmar! Mintis! And then Jones taps it out.
It's just so good to see Junmar Fajardo running down that floor.
He's not fast from one end of the court to the other, but he's quick. Watch this, huh? He's gonna miss this, but look how quick he is to react. Oh, konting tula. Sabay kuha na ng rebound.
And then ayan.
Go to work na. That's what they're doing now. Sige, Junmar, ikaw na muna.
You gotta feed that beast inside.
And there he is, wiping his hands against the short knee. Marshall Laffiter na. Si Marshall siguro nung umpisa, mga 10 years ago, medyo hindi niya trip eh. Ba't mo pupunasan yung kamay mo sa shorts ko?
Hinutumihan mo yung shorts ko.
Pero ngayon parang, sige na. Diba?
Diyan ka kukuha ng puntos, why not, right?
Sige, you can use my
Alam
shorts
mo,
as a towel any damn time.
Charlie, ang tawag nga dyan kay Junmar ay palabigasan. Di ba? Yan ang common term.
Yes, sir.
Doon sa kanilang koponan. Because, you know, that's what really give him that basketball. He's 9-time MVP. Ilan na bang championship ni Junmar?
Ay, hindi ko na mabilang. Diba? 6 straight points for him and the lead is down to 1. Di pa nakakascore ang Meralco rito sa second half. Cancino, the runner. Ayaw pa rin. Pagkakataon makalamang itong San Miguel Beer. CJ looking around. Sabay kick kay Marshall. Baseline. He's alone.
Nobody there. Marvin Jones kasi palabas siya eh. Nagulat din si Chris Ross that he was wide open there. Lamang na itong San Miguel.
8-zip to start the period. Brickman wants to give them their first points. No go. And then Junmar gets the rebound. So Meralco, kung ganong katindi yung umpisa nila sa first quarter, medyo puwapalya sila dito sa third. Napunta kay Benny. Benny will power up. Go glass off angle. And then Junmar again. You know, if you're Meralco, what you want to tell your guys, I think what Coach Nenad wants to say is, can you get the ball? Just get the ball. Go for the ball because they're just letting it go. Nakailang take back na ito si Junmar Fajardo. No, yan, no?
Miscommunication that time between Hodge and Jones.
Timeout. Hatid sa atin ang Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook. JMF, you know, we talk about him all the time. We never run out of compliments for this guy who just chugs along and does his thing.
Nakita mo naman 28 points, 13 rebounds, 13 of 15 from the field. Remember, in the first half, first 24 minutes, tatlo lang ang field goal attempt ni Junmar Fajardo. And so far, now he's got 10 points and 9 rebounds.
So double-double for sure na naman yan. 10-0 ang ating score so far in this period. Marvin Jones is doubled. That pass is taken away. Perez. No, Junmar again. Can't hang on to it. Last touch, Junmar Fajardo. Oh, referee Narandan corrects himself. Referee Solon had to run over and say, partner, hindi. Last touch ang mga nakaitim. You want to tell the bench of... oh, challenge. There's a challenge from the Meralco side. Yeah, but you gotta tell the San Miguel bench, chill guys, chill, relax. They all jump up. Things getting too intense sometimes and people from the bench get involved in the action. And just shouldn't be that way. That's B-Boy Ravanes handing over the towel to Junmar. Sabi na to, basang-basa na yung shorts ni Marcio, ito tuwalya na talaga muna. That's Luigi Trillo. He's the head coach of Meralco. Gina Fable ang kanyang katabi. So that's a Lasal Ateneo pair.
Yung isa nakasama ko sa Lasal, yung isa nakasama ko sa professional. He was my assistant coach for the Iloilo Megavolts.
That's right. Okay, ito yung tapikan ng bola. Ayun, labanan, sampal-sampal sa bola, palo-palo. Ay,
could be on
pwedeng JMF nga yung last. Pwedeng JMF yung last, ha?
Pero alam mo yung nakita natin doon? Nung kay Chris, rather kay Chris Newsom, pwedeng na-foul na si Junmar doon to take that ball out of his hands.
That's Reyna Lugnatan, who looks really perplexed at what's going on. Parang, ano ba? What's taking you guys so long? Here's the announcement.
After po ng review, last touch on Junmar Fajardo, Meralco ball. Therefore, the challenge of Meralco is successful.
Okay. Very well said from referee Cherwin Solon. The challenge of Luigi Trillo is successful. The ball goes to the Bolts. The Bolts who need a basket badly, partner. It's 2.5 minutes in already. Wala pa silang score.
pa.
So that was working. Yung challenge na yun. Sometimes it's too early. You know, you might need it in the end game when it's really tight. But
ito pang stop na momentum.
Yeah. And the guy with the most colorful shoes, which we were talking about earlier, that's Chris Newsom. They go to CJ Chupalpa.
Ano ba, pangalawang beses na nakaka-recover nitong si Chris Ross dun sa mga shooters.
Perez will sky and miss. Ball's on the floor. Cancino picks it up. That's going to be a foul on Marshall Laffiter. Didn't give him space. Stuck out his leg. Referee Jerry Narandan will call that one. That's going to be a side court inbound.
Charlie, pag ikaw nagdi-dribble, tapos nakikita mo si Chris Ross either sa harapan mo or mahabol sa gilid, matatakot ka talaga.
Medyo mapapraning ka eh, no? Parang, anong gagawin nito? Either susubukan ka agawan, o babanggain ka,
or get you into a position that you'll turn the ball over.
Here's Brickman. Been quiet offensively. Goes around. 3 from Newsom. Ayaw pa rin.
Still nothing.
Wow, man, they left their offense in the locker room. Somebody better go back there and get it because they can't score here. Lassiter. They want to go to Junmar. Jones is playing good defense. But there it goes. And yeah, umabot na kay Junmar. So what's going to happen now?
Shot clock winding down.
3 seconds to shoot. Marshall have to take it though. Tipped away. Okay, but dark shirts forced. But they give it right back and Junmar will go to the line. Wow.
Ang ganda ng anticipation na yun, ni CJ Perez.
There's 2 things Meralco can't do. They can't shoot, and they can't hang on to the ball.
Can't get that defensive rebound to stick.
And it always ends up in Junmar's hands, which is great for San Miguel. If you're Coach Leo, sige na.
Kasi yun naman yung instructions. Yun naman, ganda ball to Junmar.
Sabi nga ni Aileen.
Mukhang narinig din ng Meralco yun eh.
O, binibigay rin eh. Oh, hindi kayo kasama doon sa usapan.
But really, you can see that, Meralco, they need to be able to communicate better. Kasi minsan dalawa sila na naghahabol dun sa bola at nagkakatapikan at they're not able to secure that defensive rebound.
12 and 11 for Junmar Fajardo. He's and counting because those numbers are going to grow as this game progresses. Jones almost traveled. Sumabit sa kanya yung bola. Good thing he picked it up and passed it off. Okay, here's Brickman. Inside to Hodge. Slapped away by Lassiter. And it hit the leg of Cliff Hodge. It did.
Hey,
Don't challenge. Don't challenge because we saw that. SMB fans are alive here. Referee Solon is explaining himself. They're saying that he passed the ball already to the inbounder. He's saying, I hadn't given it yet. I don't really know what happened. Hindi ako nakatingin banda ng dom. Did you check that out?
Hindi. Tinitignan ko yung challenge eh.
Okay, so may challenge pala on the out of bounds. But this time, I think baka mabigo sila. They already won a challenge earlier. It was Junmar Fajardo's left touch. This one, I felt when Marshall slapped that ball, it hit Cliff Hodge on the leg. So, but we're a half court away from there.
Yep.
So, baka naman mali yung ating.
Alam mo, ang maganda dyan, madami tayong camera. Makikita natin sa replay.
Yeah, they're gonna see it.
Magagawa
Anyway,
na tama yung tawag.
Hindi naman tayo mag-decide din.
Oo.
So, antayin na lang natin sila, referee.
Ang tawag sa atin, Miron.
Medyo Miron na nakakahirit pa minsan-minsan. Yan tayo yun. Diba? Yan, this is Meralco. And they really need to talk because San Miguel's figured things out right now.
They're scoreless so far and it's a 12-0 start here in the fourth quarter.
So waiting lang si Coach Luigi. Ang kakampi mo.
Yes. Well, si Reynel Hugnata, naging kakampi ko din yan eh.
Oo nga.
Kalaban at kakampi.
Sa kayo nagsama sa Iloilo, naglaro ba siya sa Iloilo?
ICTSI na sa PBL.
Kalaban mo siya, nasa ano siya?
Negros.
Negros Slashers. Back in the day.
After po ng review, Last na Chon, Marshall Lasseter. Kaya po ang challenge po ng Meralco is successful.
Successful again. Wow. So mali yung nakita natin from our angle. That's why the different angles are important. Here's the slap. Oh, it's the leg of Marshall.
Oh.
Okay. And they both have those supports on their legs and
Pero
everything. So
may delay of game.
Yeah.
Tama ba yung pagkarinig ko?
9 seconds on the shot clock. 9
I
seconds.
didn't catch that one. But okay, so 2 successful challenges. Problema, no more challenge para sa Meralco. And they still can't score anyway.
So there's a delay of game also for the San Miguel Beermen.
Okay, because they took the ball away from the ref and inbounded it quickly, I suppose. So ayaw pa rin umi-score ng Meralco. Well, gusto nila, hindi na sila makascore talaga rito. And Benny Boatwright wants to make this lead even bigger. Go to Ross. Rough the drive, drop it to Junmar. 3-second violation. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then, I don't think there's a... Kung tinira niya agad, okay. Kasi nasa loob na siya ng paint.
And I think this is the first time that Junmar has been called for a 3-second violation twice in a
Twice,
game.
yes. Twice in one game, yes. He normally doesn't do it again, di ba? Parang pag natawagan na siya, hindi na niya ulitin. Sino kaya? Dapat magparapol na si Coach Luigi. Sino muna makakashoot sa inyo, di ba?
May premyo.
Oh, di ba? Kasi it's just not happening for Meralco at this point. Down 7, now up 5 ang San Miguel. 12-point turnaround. Can't buy a basket of bolts. And they've gotten some open shots. Huh? May mga hindi under pressure lahat. Brickman cannot break the drought. The dry spell. Yeah. I'm sure he's heard that many times, right, when he misses. That's why they call you Brickman. Jones. Cancino. Wow. Studying the defense. He gets it back. Trying to make space. Ball's on the floor. You have to dive. Ross is quicker. Here come the white shirts. Marshall will stop it. Bob. He can't get it. Quinto will tap it to Brickman. Back and forth tayo. Double comes. It's with Jones.
San Miguel able to
He
get back
takes
there.
it. Ayaw pa rin. Hodge is there. Goes to Cancino. Can they finally get it? Ayaw pa rin! Unbelievable. And then Junmar will stop and dunk it home. Wow, you thought Cancino had an easy shot already there.
Almost 6 minutes scoreless. Itong Meralco.
Brickman, finally! Well, Meralco can breathe a little, but then they're still down by 5.
And I like what he did there. Ginamit niya yung kanyang bilis, go all the way to the basket kasi hindi pumapasok yung mga malalayo. Pero pati nga yung malapit
Yung
kanina.
tutok na eh.
Tutok na,
Oo,
wala pa
ayun.
rin.
And you're talking about a scorer like a Cancino who can't even hit a close basket. And then now Boatwright will body up. That's a miss. Junmar
That's
lost it.
good defense by Cliff Hodge.
San Miguel is now complaining. I see referee Coach Gallen saying tinamaan yung braso raw ni Junmar. I think Junmar is corroborating what he's saying, but it's going to go the other way now. You know what? One thing I've noticed: most of the games in the past 4 or 5 play dates have been playoff level. And playoff level yung intensity. Grabe yung bakbakan na nakikita natin because jockeying for position. And as you mentioned, San Miguel is somewhere there at the bottom.
4 and 5.
Yeah, bottom half sila eh. So you want to move up.
Tsaka they have 3 games, right? They need to be able to win their 3 games to more or less assure themselves of a quarterfinal slot at hindi pa sigurado yun na makakaabot sila sa twice to beat.
Yeah, hindi talaga. Banquero. There you go, 2 baskets in a row. And they had to come from the smaller guys attacking the paint.
And good, nakita mo, magandang spacing nun ng Meralco, allowing the quicker Chris Banquero to be able to get that 3 points.
Tatlo na lang lamang ng mighty San Miguel Beermen. Don Trollano has checked back into the game. He's been quiet so far, but you know he can erupt at any time. Ito na nga sa kanyang bola. Sabay saksak. Mintis lang ang kanyang attempt. Oh, Junmar Fajardo. Brandon Bates can't believe it. He felt Junmar climbed over him, but he's not going to get the call as Junmar scores again.
That's the thing. See, Bates kasi he's light off his feet. Because he's so athletic, mas madali rin siyang matulak.
Banquero, he's being held, yeah. He's being held. And Carlo Vergara, our youngest referee. He's the youngest referee, but he's not the one with the least experience. The baby of the bunch is Cherwil Solon, 2 years refereeing the league, 3 years ito si Carlo Vergara. Tsaka yung tatay nila dyan, si Balaw. Kasi 21 years na si Peter Balaw dito, si Daddy Peter. Sa ating mga referees. Here's a drive from Banquero again. He gets in with a foul to boot.
And you like the aggressiveness coming from Chris Banquero, coming off the bench. Because they need that. Diba nakita mo kanina yung first 6 minutes, di sila makapuntos, taking those jumpers. And Brickman started it, going all the way to the basket. Sinundan naman ni Chris Banquero.
4 straight points could be 5 para kay Banquero, which could bring them within a solitary field goal. Marvin Jones is there on the rebound lane. Chris Banquero misses the bonus free throw. He's a 37-year-old veteran from Seattle Pacific. That's a foul.
Alam mo si Benny Boatwright, he's able to get to the spots. Hindi lang niya natatapos.
We also have to remember that Benny Boatwright is actually coming back from an injury.
At matinding injury niya.
Yeah, so this is like, wala pa 20 games yan since coming back. He played in another league where he finished his contract and he played about 11 games there. Now he's here. This is his 4th game, I believe, dito sa PBA. A 3rd pa lang ito. Okay. Eileen, anong kwento mo?
Charlie and Dom, an all-around game yung gustong maigawa ni Benny Boatwright against Blackwater, but instead, nauwi ito sa kanyang unang pagkatalo this conference with the Beermen. Ito nga ni Coach Leo Austria, we like that Benny took charge against NLEX, but against Blackwater, where he took 29 shots, we need better execution because his behavior dictates how the rest of the locals perform. They are holding him to a high regard. Kaya naman for Benny, he's looking at bringing better energy today as he says, I need to make sure I balance my aggressiveness with better execution. Balik sa inyo.
Oo nga, but so far nga, hindi pa masyadong gumagana ang kanyang shooting.
Alam mo, mahirap kasi matagal kang nawala and you're playing yourself back into shape. Iba yung game situations, iba yung, diba? It's different if you can run up and down, you can jump up and down, move laterally. But the game situations, the decision-making, that's something that needs repetition.
Split from the line from Brandon Bates, cuts the lead down to 3. Jericho Cruz nitangan ng bola. Pupunta kay Benny Boatwright. Pantayan ng imports ang nangyayari. And Benny Boatwright really takes the opposite import far from the basket. Benny can't get it. And his shots haven't been close. Huh? They've been left, right,
and short.
Yeah. That's a kick ball straight out of bounds. It's going to be white ball. Troljanov jumper. That's his first. So that could get him going.
Oh, 4 points pa lang ito si Don Trolljano. San Miguel already up by 5.
Jones, 3. That's his 3rd of the game. Marvin hits it, cuts it down to 2. We're going back and forth after that fast start from San Miguel. Nakahabol na ito, Meralco. 3:34 na lalabas sa ating 3rd quarter. 3-pointer ni Jones. Hatid sa atin ito ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. Naalala nyo ba to? A year ago, little more than a year ago, nag-retro uniform ng SMB at Meralco, bakbakan sa Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Some of the greats were there, I remember. We had some PBA vets from Cebu in town, sila Boy Cabao, were there. Tapos si Jimmy Noblesada was also there. And then SMB defeated Meralco.
Remember doing that game.
Ayun eh.
Tama yun.
Ay, hindi, second game. Diyan ka ako yung game before that. Marshall 3. Rebound taken by Meralco. Chance to tie or lead again.
Wow.
Got the floater off the glass from Banquero. Tabla na naman, 67 also.
He's got 6 points in this quarter.
Talk about game of runs, ano?
Oh. But the guy who's been doing a lot of damage for the San Miguel Beermen, Jumar Fajardo, 14 in the third quarter. And now, Don Trujano, we talked about the bench points. You know, the starters, we know that they're going to score. 47 ang starter points ng Meralco in the first half. San Miguel only with 25. Bench points, 23 for the San Miguel Beermen in the first half. 8 pa rin sa Meralco. So we'll check the end of the third quarter. Ano na magiging karta na yan.
That's way off on the three. Oh, way off on the three si Brickman. So San Miguel Beer looking to extend. Don Trujano being aggressive. He goes baseline. Nalit ng kalaban niya. Kaya ni Don yan! Wala.
Kaliwa pa yung ginamit
Don Trujano can score in kung may a million moves, baka a million in one siya, di ba? At hindi dito si Don Trujano. Still just a one possession game. Cross-court pass to Bong. Quinto can't hit it. So nag-run at the start ng Meralco, lumang ng 17. Hinabol ng San Miguel, lumang ng konti. Biglang hinabol na naman ng Meralco, lumamang ng 7 at a half. Then San Miguel goes up 12-0 to start the quarter. And then Meralco comes back, ties it up, and now it's a 6-0 run for San Miguel.
San Miguel after that timeout. 6-2 actually. Diba?
Diba 65 all tapos
nakashoot si Banquero ng isa pa.
Marvin Jones still going to work. 22 points for him. He's only got 5 points here in the third though. With only a minute and 20 to go, both right will drive and yan na naman yung hawak. He has a tendency to do that though, yung hahawakan niyang ganun eh. Free throws for Benny Boatwright. Yung buong pangalan ni Benny Boatwright. Benny Francois Boatwright III. So he's the third. The third. Kasi Robert Upso the third, James Dickey the third, si Benny Boatwright the third na rin.
Ikaw the first, di ba?
Oh, ako lang.
Ikaw lang.
Wala man lang the first. Ito na yun. 12 and 10 para kay Benny Boatwright.
Pero may the second ba? Diwacho, hindi.
Wala. Hindi. Parehong double na yung ating mga reinforcements sa game na ito. 1:10 to go. Meralco. Banquero lost his footing. Jones thinking three. He'll take it. That's short. Trujano the board. You know, it might be wise to keep going to Trujano kasi ganado na sa ngayon. Ayan. So may kick kay Boatwright. He doesn't take it. Oh, he will. Wow, that's way off for him. Atake na lang sa loob siguro muna.
And kanina, di ba, umatake siya na gave a good pass dito kay Tautua.
Mocon takes the three, drives the lane, easy layup for JB. Nice decision there.
A lot of the points of Meralco in this quarter coming from layups.
Oh man, the outside shooting, di gumagana except for that 1-3 from Marvin Jones. 5.5 seconds difference between the clocks. Don Trujano looking for an opening, will attack again. The layup goes. Diba? Life is easy.
Nag-react siya dun sa binigay ng defense sa kanya off that pick and roll.
Banquero jumper, gets it to go at the buzzer. That's going to count, no doubt about it. So the favor changes. The lead goes to San Miguel Beer at 77 compared to the 73. of Meralco. 12 minutes of action remaining in this game. We'll bring it to you after this break.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Runs and runs of scoring in this game. Kanya-kanya. 19-2 to start the first quarter. Meralco was up by 17 at one point. Pero agad-agad naman nakahabol ng San Miguel with a scoring run of its own. But that was a fiery start for the Bolts. And then yung bench ng San Miguel really came in and gave them a boost. Plus 16 sila sa departamentong yan, including that 4-pointer from Chris Ross. So the starters were sluggish, but the bench guys came in and provided some scoring punch. And look at Junmar in that picture. I don't know about that picture, but the highlights, they're there. 16 and 14 for the big guy. 14 in that third quarter, partner. He only had 2 points at the half. Kaya naman 29 to 18 ang plus ng San Miguel in that third quarter. That's why they have the lead now. That's a miss to start the fourth for Meralco.
Oh, Charlie, in that third quarter, 11 to 13 yung bench points ng Meralco and SMB. Remember, at the first part of the third quarter, pinuntahan si Junmar Fajardo. And then came off the bench itong si Troliano. Siya ang nagtapos parito sa San Miguel.
Jericho starts the scoring in the fourth with a 3, immediately extending the lead to 7.
Itong Meralco naman, nung nagka-problema, hindi makashoot, diba, though, at the first 6 minutes. And then Jason Brickman able to get that layup, and then Chris Banquero helping out together with Marvin Jones.
They go to Mocon and Cruz. Wow, strong move from JV Mocon. That was a nice matchup of two muscular.
Hindi ganun katagal ang minuto nitong si JV Mocon. He's there to defend bigger guys. He's there to defend the imports. Pero, you know, he's got already 8 points. Productive ang minutes nitong si JV Mocon.
Ito yung tres ni Jericho Cruz. Hatid sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. Bumawi naman agad sa kabilang panig si Mocon with a 2. And then nakaagaw si Banquero. Easy layup. Down to 3 again. Banquero has played well here in the second half.
Yeah, what a third quarter he has had, and now continues here in the fourth.
Troliano around the screen. Goes to Junmar. Misses. Troliano puts it back in. Just sticking with it are the Beermen.
Palitan sila eh. Junmar, like we said, had 14 in the third. Troliano with 8.
Inside to Mocon, who waited for this. He didn't meet it. Kaya naman natapik. Rosales hangs in the air. Beck goes off the glass. Basket is good. Napatayo yung ibang mga players. Ginagaya kung anong ginawa ni Rosales. You know, there's a tendency to do that. To mimic the shot that you just saw, diba?
Charlie, remember the points in the paint that we mentioned. 18 points in the paint for San Miguel in that third quarter. 18 of the 29.
Wow.
Eh, halos lahat ito nagaling kay Junmar.
Siyempre, 16. Oh, bagsak. Si Rosales.
And Mocon.
So Rosales is caught holding, even if he was the one who hit it there. Brandon Bates comes in for JV Mocon. They need a little bit more size.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Nakakabawi kaya itong Meralco. Ang tingin mo, Eileen?
Sa tingin ko, kayang-kaya nila yan, Charlie and Dom. Because in the latest huddle, Coach Nenad Vucinic assured the Meralco Bulls that there is no need to panic. Dahil may oras pa nga daw sila para bumawi. Kaya naman in an effort to do so, Coach Nenad asked for better screens so they can get going inside the paint or at the perimeter. Now, in an effort to push their lead further, isa lang ang hinihingi ni Coach Leo Austria. Keep putting the ball at the post. But it's inyo.
They're trying to go in. They do that with Mo, and then now it's with Junmar. Bodies up. Basket for him.
Tinabi. Itong si Brandon
Wala.
Bates.
Nang mukhang small boy to si Brandon Bates sa play na yun.
Charlie, balikan natin yung third quarter. 5 ang turnover nitong Meralco Bolts in that quarter. San Miguel scoring 6 points off those turnovers.
Biggest lead ba ng San Miguel itong Siyang? Yes. It's growing. So, sabi nga ni Eileen, sabi ni Coach Nena, don't panic yet. Marami pang oras. Well, it's under 8 minutes. It's under 9 minutes to go. So you better move now because pretty soon, yung clock na yan, kakampi na ng San Miguel yan. Diba? If you're San Miguel naman, milk ka na ng clock, execute your offense, try to extend this lead. Here is Tautua. They go to Don Trollano na magandang pinakikita rito sa second half. Tumira ng 4. Oh, glass! 3 times we've seen a babandang outside shot. May 3 kanina. Sino ba yung bumato ng 3? Rosales. Tapos, meron si Nusam na 4. At ganun din ang nangyari kay Donty. At ang lamang 10. Timeout muna.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Crowd in the NAS right now enjoying this Meralco San Miguel ball game.
On your screens right there, Senator Bongo. See him a lot here in the PBA.
Don
Enjoying the
Trollano,
games.
partner, umandar na to si Don Trollano. Oh. Biglang 15 points na, ang bilis.
Ang bilis.
Well, if it's not one guy, it's another there on that San Miguel team. And if 2 or 3 of them combine, they're gonna be tough to beat. And
Pero
that's what's
kita mo,
happening.
saan nagsimula ulit? Diba they gave the ball down low again to Junmar Fajardo?
Wala. And then nothing from the outside, forced to take a 4-pointer si Banquero. That's not the offense that Coach Luigi or Coach Nena would like. And the thing is, diba, you got Junmar doing his thing, then Don Ruliano nakisama pa, Jericho Cruz andyan din. Kanina nung first up, Tautua maganda laro. Yun, naka-force ng turnover ang Meralco. But can they produce? Tagal nakaupo si Chris Newsom.
Yeah.
They can't take those threes eh. Lagi nandyan yung mga San Miguel guys. Now, Marvin will take it. It rolls off and Tautua comes down with it, you know. 7 and 44 na lang natitira rito. San Miguel Beer sitting on an 11-point lead. Both rights not in the game. But San Miguel is more than capable of retaining a lead.
Ngayon punto sa hinahanap nila kanina kay Boatwright. Nagpagaling ngayon dito kay Trollano.
Oh, but he missed on that turnaround off one leg shot. But look at that defense of San Miguel. Naka-set up na. Taken away once again. Here's Don Trollano. He doesn't care if there's an import. Pinalibad. Diba? Parang alam, as he's dribbling the ball, his mind is calculating what he's gonna do. Suave.
Newsom with that third turnover off the ball game. Quick hands by Marvin Jones. Trollano not giving up. Newsom forcing.
Yun ang dilema si Jones doon. Pag tinapik niya ulit, out of bounds na siya. Pero baka mas okay pa nga yun, pinatay niya sana yung play, di ba?
Tama. Sinatawagan pa ng foul itong si Newsom.
Cancino back in it. Cancino after the good start has shot poorly already. Parang na-uboff dun sa unang mga plays na yun. 8 points in the first half. I don't think nadadagdagan pa rin ito sa second half. So 8 pa rin yata si Cancino. O naka 2 points pa siya nung third quarter.
Hindi, 8 pa din.
No, 8 pa rin, di ba? 11-point lead for the Beermen. Cancino will try to operate. He attacks and draws a foul against Junmar Fajardo. And the free throws, he knows, always helps him get his shooting touch back. So he's going to go there to the stripe para makadalawa.
Well, that third quarter also, San Miguel shooting 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Wow. Inaanat talaga itong Meralco dito sa side nito. It's so different how they played in the first half.
Cancino gets that one to go. Still a 10-point lead for San Miguel. It's so tough to play catch-up.
Charlie, 42 to 25 so far ang ating second half. Lamang ang San Miguel, yep.
Chris Ross, corner 3. Let's go! He's got a 4 and a 3.
Again, formula tested and proven para dito sa San Miguel. They went to Junmar early in the third quarter. Now things have opened up. The spacing is way better. They're getting better looks.
Cancino on the drive. Lost the ball. It's heading the other way. He looks towards the bench, but then they're all saying, we're not going to challenge because we cannot anymore. We used both our challenges earlier.
Unselfish that time, finding Chris Ross in the corner.
So instead na lumilitan lamang, San Miguel Beer is pouring it on. Attacking and attacking, just being relentless. We go for that San Miguel.
And they're doing it without their import. Habang nakaupo yung kanilang import.
Yeah, but then that's always, that statement doesn't really shake you as much with San Miguel because Junmar's in the game.
Yeah.
So,
Nighttime MVP.
And then saka, di ba, laki eh. Big man imports yung ngayon. Daig pa ni Junmar yung ibang import. So, that was taken away, but then they converted sa puntos sa kabilang panig. Ayun na nga, naka-layup na rin si Chris Duzan. That's probably the easiest shot they've got in this second half.
They got to tighten up on the defense event itong Meralco.
Now they need to rush. Kasi yung sinabi ni Aileen kanina, na binanggit ni Nenad, na time, marami pang time. Hindi na eh. 5:25 na lang natitira. And Don Trolano set his feet. That's too strong. It's going to go out of bounds on Junmar. It's going to be black ball. Drama sa'yo, ba? Just wondering, bakit bola ng kabila? Time is not on the side of Meralco, so they need to hurry a little bit. And sometimes, that hurrying will cost you plays.
Yes.
Yun. Back-to-back si Chris Newsom. Baba na sa single digits ulit ang lamang ng San Miguel with 5:08 to go. So San Miguel Beer, Coach Leo wants to tell his guys, come on, let's finish this. Coach Luigi Trillo having a bit of a discussion with referee Jerry Narandan. Clarifying a matter or two, perhaps. Didn't look like they liked the explanation. But they just need to keep playing, Meralco, because that is a 9-point lead. 5:08 na lang natitira. Cancino, 14 points on poor shooting against NLEX. Now it's even worse shooting and less production.
Got to be at about the 40 to 50% mark.
Yeah. Hodge battling with both right. He's back in the game. See Benny to the Twin Towers are there. Boatwright and Fajardo nagkasabay na. Pupunta sila kay Ross. The drive. Sabay kick. Marshall! No. And Cancino the rebound. Foul on the loose ball play. Chris Ross.
Trying to recover that possession to Chris Ross. Ended up getting called for that foul.
So the best teams in basketball, Dom, are those that can sustain energy for the whole full 48. Meralco seems to have run out of some energy here in the second half. Cancino takes a three. That's, yeah, parang natapik eh. I think it was partially blocked.
You know, we talked about Junmar Fajardo in that third quarter. They were dumping it down low. But also, let's give credit to the defense na pinakita ng San Miguel in the third. And even here in the fourth quarter, we talked about the number of points that Meralco scored.
Wow, CJ Perez doesn't care about a 7-footer in front of him with leaping ability. That's 10 points for CJ. It's a modest night for him scoring-wise, but he hasn't had to do too much. CJ still looking for his. That's a bump. I think Chris Ross got it in the midsection. He's complaining to referee Bala, but that was on the move. Ito yung drive ni CJ, just swooping into the lane. Marvin Jones a tad bit late, kaya naman hindi na naabutan. Cancino nasa linya muli. Free throws. Nasa double digits sa CJ. And I think CJ can get 10 points in his sleep. But overall, yung kanyang porsyento eh mababa sa araw na ito. Plugging away is Meralco. That's another miss though from CJ. He gets his own miss. It's with Brickman. He doesn't take it. They go to Marvin Jones. Hook shot is good. So 3-point play in reverse para sa Meralco. Cutting the lead down to 8. 3:46 to go. Anybody's ball game.
He's got 24 points and 11 rebounds.
But remember, that was 17 in the first half already. So 7 points pa lamang si Jones. Napatid si CJ.
Hawak siya dun sa kanan niyang tuhod. Looks like he may have tweaked it.
There's an official suspension of play.
He's going to try to get up, and he does. CJ helps him. So does Marshall. Okay, no cause for alarm. He shakes it off. He's going to troop to the line para for dalawang free throws. Meantime, may timeout ba natatawagin? Oh, 15 seconds is what they're saying. So are you good or not? Says the table official. You know, that rule hasn't been enforced as much as it was being enforced at the start.
No?
Yeah, yung get up. 15 seconds. Tama na yung arte or tama na yung or address the injury right away. That's for the medical staff and the PTs or whatever. But so sabi ni CJ, thumbs up, I can take it. But he missed the first free throw. He has another one coming up. Meralco running out of time. San Miguel Beer wishes the clock just goes off already.
And the momentum is not on the side of Meralco. No? They need to
that's two misses.
They need to come up with a string of shots.
Cancino attacking muli. No go. And Hodge couldn't put it back in. Really an off night for CJ Cancino. He normally hits those on those angles. Likes using the glass, but di talaga. It ain't working. And Marshall hits the deck. That's a foul on.
That looks like on Cliff Hodge.
Yeah, pero pang-apat lamang yan ng team. So no free throws yet. Boatwright lost it.
That's another foul on Hodge.
I know, and Meralco was supposed to get the ball back already because of bad pass yun eh. But it's little things like that, you know. You know, every win and every loss is a confluence of a lot of things.
Of course.
It's not because of one play. And Meralco just lost its fire after that initial run in the first quarter. There's a hold.
with that left hand.
And that's free throws because penalty na nga sila. So you're giving freebies away, but Meralco letting this slip.
I think a little bit of frustration here for the Meralco Bolts.
I think there's more than a little dog kasi the stretches na ang ganda ng laro nila, pero siguro nagtataka sila bakit hindi nila masustain for longer periods of time. And that's something they'll have to address.
Well, Charlie, let's look at where we are right now. Both right, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. Pero in team standings, Meralco 5-2, coming off a tough loss. San Miguel also coming off a tough loss, 4-5. So we said 3 more games for San Miguel, including this one. Best record that they could get if they win all 3 is 7-5. Meralco, on the other hand, so 7 games pa lang sila, so they've got 5 more. 5 including this one. So if Meralco wins all 5, if they're able to get back, they can do a 10-2. And so far, it's looking like San Miguel will get their 5th win.
Remember, it's really the home stretch of the eliminations. Lahat ng mga laro natin crucial, especially for those teams fighting for playoff positions. Meralco calls a timeout with 2:48 remaining. Tahan natin yung matchup ng import dom. Marvin Jones at Benny Boatwright.
Well, Marvin Jones definitely getting the better of that matchup, especially in the first half. 17 points na nga itong si Marvin Jones nung first half pa lang. In total, he's got 22. Boatwright struggling this ball game, but like we said, diba, he's trying to work himself back into shape, back into fighting form. And San Miguel giving him the minutes, giving him the passes and the opportunities. He's got 14 and 11, pero 5 of 20 ang kanyang field goal shooting.
That's the thing. That's how strong San Miguel can be, though. Yung import nila, not shooting well at all. It's a very subpar game for him. Yet, diba? Look at them leading. Again, he'll try. Can't get it. Really just off. The shooting is off for CJ Cancino.
But you like how Coach Neda just applauding itong si CJ Cancino because they were good shots.
Substitution.
2.5, well, 2:31. Lassiter, upo muna. Pasok si Don Troliano.
Oh, they want some points.
Yung balasa ni Coach Leo talaga, parang kada bunot mo sa deck, parang may alas ka eh. Diba?
Scorers, eh?
Yeah. Star-studded. That's what the team is. Chris Ross is not even looked at as an offensive player at all. He's hit a 4. He's hit a 3. May layup na rin siya. That's going to be an offensive foul on Chris Newsom. Cliff Hodge, rather.
That's 3 fouls by Cliff Hodge.
Yeah, he erased Don Troliano from the scene. Graduate si Hodge. Congrats nga pala sa mga graduates ngayon.
Ay,
sunod na yung mga graduation ngayon. Diba?
For all the hard work. Attorney, hindi ka na lang tuturo ngayon, ano?
Ngayon, naka-break tayo.
Okay.
Kalib.
Saan magturo ka na ulit?
Mahirap magturo, ha?
Oo nga.
Hindi madali talaga magturo. That's a foul on CJ Perez. Kaya bilib tayo sa mga guro dahil kakaibang pasyensya. Konsiderasyon na kailangan.
Parang kang coach eh.
Life coach.
Yeah.
Lessons na sa libro at saka sa buhay. Yan. Ayan. Parang itong mga coaches natin, katulad nila Coach Luigi, Coach Leo, mintis na naman ng free throw. Really just poor shooting. I don't know what happened. As I said, Meralco.
They've struggled here in the second half.
Yeah. Pati free throws. Si Cancino, nakailang mintis na. Pati ito si Mocon. Finally gets one to drop. I think he's got 9 total. That's just an 8-point lead, though. But a minute and 37.
Forcing that turnover. Doors open.
Chris Ross, annoyed with himself. Yep. You like it when players say, ako yun. No? Kasi minsan lang talaga umamin ng player. Nakasalanan niya. Laging kasalanan ng referee. Or ng
Usually.
opposing player. Or ng kung sino man.
Oo, kung sino man.
Oh, diba?
Basta hindi lang ikaw.
Front court only, sabi ni referee Bala.
14 seconds.
Brickman calling the play. There's the motion. Cancino. Yung, nakakuha ng layup. Oh, 6 na lang yan. 2-possession game. San Miguel Beer cannot be careless, right?
Putting some pressure here in the backcourt.
They flip it over frontwards. Now they go down. And taken away by Jones. Meralco not giving up. Mocon inside to Jones for the dunk. It's a 4-point game, 1 possession.
Selfish play there. And that's what you were talking about, diba? You cannot become careless if you are San Miguel.
Muntik na lumabas ulit yun para kay Cancino, but the ball said, sige, magbigyan ko na nga. Kanina pa nag-primitis yung bata.
And then Mocon was open there, but he found an even more open Marvin Jones for the easier two, cutting the lead down to 4.
Top ring lang ginawa ni Marvin Jones. At dahil dyan, pabana na sa 4 ang lamang. Kaya kailangan mag-strategize ulit si Coach Leo Ofre. Medyo kampante na sila. Kani-kanina lang. Pero ngayon, iba na kwentuhan.
Probably try to go to Drew Fajardo down low.
Yan ulit, pinaalala namin yung standings doon. Kaya yung San Miguel, oh, nasa bottom half eh. So,
yes,
talagang fighting to go above 500.
Number 8, itong San Miguel, right there, right? If you would stop, kung matapos ang elimination route ngayon, San Miguel is right there. On the other hand, itong Meralco naman at 5-2 in 4th place. Pasok na ang Rain or Shine, NLEX at Barangay Ginebra. So 5 more teams ang inaantay natin to make it into the quarterfinals.
These are the resets. May challenge pa ang San Miguel. Tigalawan timeout pa ang magkabilang koponan. Backcourt pressure siyempre itong mga dark shirts. They get it in easily to Chris Ross. Now, the task is to bring it across the line. There you go. Tipped away. Straddling that line almost. Benny Boatwright will attack. Bagsak ang defender. He puts it up. And he gets fouled. Now, he's missed a couple of free throws.
Yes.
So if you're Meralco, you're wishing that the misses keep coming.
Not able to finish pa rin, no? Si Boatwright.
14 and 11. Pero 50% lang sa linya. Pero this time, he puts that one in. That's a 5-point lead. Makes it a 2-possession game. Malaking bagay yun.
Makikita mo, hindi naman hinihingal si Boatwright. Eh. But really, it's just that hindi pa, kumbaga sa kutsilyo, hindi pa hasang-hasa.
Puts them both in. So those are big free throws. So Meralco has no time to waste. They need to keep attacking. Brickman all the way to Newsom. Newsom will go and lose it. Brickman has to take a 3. He can't put it in. And Newsom throws that one away. Nagrirokit. Si Brickman na inagawan ulit. Newsom 3. Ayaw talaga. Making it exciting for the fans. They're reacting to everything, but Meralco had his chances.
Yes, keeping the ball alive was JB Mocon.
And the SMB fans are cheering, chanting.
You know, a couple of fouls that they shouldn't have done. Itong Meralco and a number of turnovers as well.
And really the shooting, you know, it's one of those nights that normally you'd make those open threes. It's different when you're rushing, naghahabol ka with a little time left on the clock. You know, you can't just focus the way you want to. Junmar looking to put this one away. And there's Coach Luigi back to the drawing board para sa kanila, yung tandem na yan. Nena and Luigi.
But if you look at it, talagang mas kailangan talaga ng San Miguel ang panalong ito ngayon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yun ang magiging konsuelo ng Meralco na may 5 weeks na tayo.
Yeah.
Pero, diba? Still,
they'll have 4 more games.
Yeah, that's two in a row for them na talo eh. Diba?
Just nothing for CJ.
Sorry, coach. As he looks over to the bench, just a poor shooting net, but it's not going to stop him from shooting the next game. Harassment, but both rides will give it up to Chris Roth, and I think that's it. Titira pa ba? O titira pa si CJ? At siya pa, naka-4! That's a 4! Shake hands na lahat. I-inbound ba ba? Yan na nga. Tumira pa si CJ.
Gusto niya bawiin eh. Diba? Because you never know. They could end up close to each other and the quotient will be applied if needed. A good team effort by the San Miguel Beermen. Their import not playing all that well in today's ball game, but a number of guys were able to step up in this game. Third quarter, Junmar Fajardo, but in the end, the one who was able to really break down that defense of the Meralco Balls is Don Troliano, coming off that bench, providing that spark, reading the defense well, finishing 16 points, 14 points in the second half, 3 rebounds para kay Don Troliano.
Good performance. He's one of the many stars for San Miguel sa larong ito. And Don Troliano goes on, and he'll be interviewed in a bit. As, of course, we can never discount the numbers of Junmar Fajardo. Jericho Cruz was big as well. But that's how it goes. 103-92 is the final score here at the NAS. Earlier, Macau defeated Blackwater 123-119. The games continue. Dito rin bukas. Same venue dito sa Maynila. Yan ang mga laro. Team Platos Hotshots against Giant Risers. And then the Road Warriors riding on that big win against the Rain or Shine top of the standings team, Elasto Painters. So that's the doubleheader tomorrow. So that does it for us today. That's Dominic Oy beside me, si Eileen Sheen nandyan sa courtside. Ako po si Charlie Cuna. Maraming salamat from our crew for game number 2 of today's Commissioner's Cup games here from the NAS. Thank you for watching.
It's the San Miguel Beermen who take the win over Meralco tonight. And our player of the game is Don Troliano. Don, kababalik mo lang from injury, missing 2 games. This was a must-win para sa San Miguel. But it was all Meralco sa start. Paano nyo na-shift yung momentum sa second half?
We just stay focused, you know, nung una flat start kami. So we just play our game, you know, you stay composed throughout the game.
Don, ang dami namin naririnig na SMB chants. Ang daming fans na pupunta here today. May gusto ka ba pasalamatan?
Gusto ko lang pasalamatan yung mga SMB fans na lahat ng sumuporta dito. Maraming salamat sa inyo para sa inyo yung game na to.
Congratulations, Don. Congratulations, SMB. Now let's turn it over to the press room with our winning coach.
Good evening, Coach Leo, and congratulations. As mentioned, you had a slow start, but the team was able to get going later on. How much of a factor was Don in changing the complexion of the game?
Well, just like I said, before you talk to me, bench is very important because in our last few games, bench is not performing well. But with Don and Jericho, at least nakatulong sila dito sa sa production ng ng mga points, ano. And that's what we're waiting for. Because when it comes to rotation, the previously talagang very short kami. That's why kinakapos kami sa dulo. And then that's one thing na we want to arrest, our low start. Pinag-uusapan namin yan. But we have to understand that Meralco is coming off 11 days break before this game. So we know na they are very energetic, and that's what happened the first quarter. Luckily, so yung sense of urgency ng team hindi nawala. And then yun ang ini-expect ko dahil this game is really important for us. Although important din for Meralco, but we need to win in order for us not to be eliminated dahil very close. Some teams, the bottom four is trying to their best, especially Converge. They have 4-6 records, so they know they have a chance. And we don't know yet what will happen, but we're not assured of anything. At least we have a chance.
Meralco and San Miguel coming off losses sa kanilang huling mga laban, kaya gustong bumawi rito sa NAS. Ready na makipagbakbakan. First quarter natin, Meralco came out really on fire. Chris Newsom getting that pass and stroking it from out there, putting that one in. And big lead for Meralco to start that game. Lots of hustle mula sa kanila in those first few plays. Talaga, the energy was high.
What a start by the Meralco Bolts.
Cliff Hodge with that basket underneath. But then, after that 19-2 lead, San Miguel started chipping away, though.
Well, San Miguel, you could see that they wanted to go to work. Guys like Benny Boatwright were able to get some points on the board. Guys like CJ Perez attacking and getting his points. Alam naman natin, this guy, that's what he likes to do. He likes to use his quickness, his athleticism, and get to the basket.
At the end of one, the score was 28-24 pabor sa Meralco. Coming in that second quarter, Chris Ross getting things going para sa kanyang opponent, just trailing by 2. But Chris Ross said, I want to take over, takes a 4, hits that, up by 2.
Dared him to shoot that 4-point shot. Chris Ross knocking it down. Ito, dikit na yung laro na, and San Miguel able to grab the lead.
Jones with a dunk on that nice movement underneath, gets the pass and flushes it in. And then Chris Newsom continuing yung kanyang magandang shooting. This time from the right side, kanina sa kaliwa yun. Pasok pa rin yan. Pero hindi na nalalayo yung San Miguel at this point.
Well, Chris Newsom had 9 points in that second quarter. Benny Boatwright struggled, but that time liked that matchup against Moko and can shoot over him.
At the half, lamang ng 7 ang Meralco, 55-48. Come that third quarter, though, things started changing. San Miguel started scoring well. Puro mintis katulad niyan. Itong Meralco naman, Junmar running the floor, the dunk from the big guy. Got to reward the big guy on running the lanes, though.
The big change is they purposely went to Junmar Fajardo down low.
Chris Banquero trying to score kasi hirap na hirap score ang Meralco, kaya pinasok na lang sa lane ni Chris Banquero. He had a nice 7-point stretch there, sunod-sunod para sa kanya. But there's always an answer on the other side.
Motau Tua, guys coming off the bench, able to help out itong San Miguel, playing without Benny Boatwright when they made this run. The locals of San Miguel Beermen coming together.
That's a drive, layup from JV Mocon, one of the easiest shots that they're going to get. They still hung on close. Apat lang ang laman ng San Miguel at this point. But then Don Trollano really took over.
Don Trollano, you know that when he gets that basketball, when he's inside the court, they're going to look for him. When he gets that basketball, he's going to attack that basket.
Matapos ang third quarter, lamang ng San Miguel ng 4, 77-73. Come that fourth quarter, just more of San Miguel. Sunod-sunod na, Don.
More of San Miguel and more of Don Trollano reading that defense. That time, off the board, 4-point shot for Don Trollano.
Stretching that lead. Nakalapit na ng konti ang Meralco, pero dahil sa tira na yun, lumaki na naman ng konti ang lamang. CJ Perez continuing what Don Trollano started. Swooping in para sa layup na yan off the glass despite the presence of Marvin Jones. CJ Cancino and the rest of the Bolts tried their best to make it closer, and they did. They were pretty successful in trying to bring the score a little bit nearer. Ito, foul and 1 ang nangyari dyan. Kaya medyo ng-trend ng San Miguel. Napatawag na ng timeout at that point.
But alam talaga ng shooting ng Meralco, especially Cancino in that second half. Not able to get a lot of baskets from the outside, unlike in the first 2 quarters.
This was cut down to a 4-point lead on that slam dunk from Jones. But towards the end, di na talaga makashoot. CJ Perez, humirit pa. Walang unspoken rule dito. Quotient ang kailangan namin.
Pero nakita mo, nag-apologize siya.
Yes.
Tapos iba to yung 4-point shot na yun.
Baka may Jokic mahirap na. Baka may sumugod.
Oo.
So ganyan ang panalo. San Miguel gets the victory.